What's going on, people? Welcome back to Curtis Shaw TV, back with another live stream. Happy Friday, people. Hope you're all well. And we're back for another game this weekend. Arsenal against Wolves. And let's be real, I mean, we could probably put a team together out of the community and beat Wolves. So, yeah, I'm expecting a nice, comfy Saturday evening against Wolves in this stadium behind me at the Emirates Stadium. But big up to everyone locked in. Hope you're well on this Friday. I'm sure we will discuss Victor Gyokeres in great detail again, because the last watch along, we spent probably most of it talking about Victor Gyokeres. Some people think that, he's not being given the support. Some people think that he's not good enough. Maybe the truth somewhere in the middle. We will discuss it, and hope everyone's well. The most late YouTuber ever. How late was I? 36 minutes past just turned. Do you know what I'll say, people? Like, I don't like lateness in general life. I really don't. It's something that I don't like. But what I've realized is, when you work for yourself, you can turn up late. And that's the beauty of working for yourself. I'm starting at 1:30. I'll be there about 1:34, 1:35. I try and be on time. I don't know why it happens. But yeah, I should apologize really, but you should be used to it by now also, We should be used to it. 1:30, get here about 1:35 and I'll be here. It's very laid back here, people. You know what I mean? Yeah, man, the cane rows are gone. I'm still adapting, you know what I mean? It's a bit mad, but I suppose I'm officially in the Unks era. So you just have to embrace it. But big up to everyone locked in. Your entertainment makes up for it. Exactly. You know what I mean? It's when I'm here, you know what time it is, people. You're gonna laugh or you're gonna learn something. So yeah, it's definitely Arsenal are unbeaten since I've cut my hair. Why did I cut it off? Do you know what it is? Too much hassle, bro. Too much hassle, man. Like, anyone who's ever had plaits cane rows before, it's a constant battle. It's a constant battle. Like, you take your hair out, half an hour. You wash it, half an hour. You get it blow dried and combed. And then you get cane road. So it takes 2 hours to do your hair. Then you got to sleep with a do-rag on. You can't get it wet when you're on holiday. Then it's messy again. Oh, man. Like, I'd had enough. I'd had enough, people. You know what I mean? So, yeah. New era. We're going to win the league. We're going to win the league. If not, then he owes me some cane rows. I'm going to tell Arteta I cut my hair for Arsenal winning the league, and if you didn't win the league, you owe me cane rows. I want £2,000 a cane row. I had about 8 or 9, so we'll square it off around 16 grand. I might get waves. I might get waves. I'm telling you now, I might get waves. But listen, it is what it is, people. Big up to all of you locked in. Apologies, I didn't do a stream yesterday. I was very busy yesterday, out and about. Got most of my Christmas shopping done in one day. I'm very pleased with myself, because I'm telling you now, I am not going in a shopping centre in them final 2 weeks when people are going crazy. So yeah, I had a lot to do, and I had some emails and stuff like that, and some Zoom meetings. So yeah, apologies that we didn't do a review of the Club Brugge game, which we'll do one quickly as well. We'll do one quickly. Make sure everyone hits the like button and subscribe. I'm not actually going to do a player ratings or go for anything like that. We're just sort of going to review the game in general. I just saw a clip of LeBron dunking on 2 people from last night. I tell you what, if we don't beat Wolves tomorrow, then we might change this to a basketball channel, because you might as well wrap the club up if you can't beat Wolves. I genuinely think we'd beat Wolves. Curtis Shaw TV, we'll put an 11 together out of the community. We'd nick a 2-1 win against Wolves. I watched some of that Wolves-Man United game. They are possibly the worst Premier League team I've seen. They're up there anyway. They're up there with that Derby County team that got like 13 points. They are an absolute joke of a football team. If I was them, I'd say just drop us into the Championship now. There's just no point. What's the point waiting? They are horrific. I'm expecting minimum 4-0. Minimum 4-0. Like, they will turn up and put 11 players behind the ball. We're at home. They're probably expected to attack a little bit more, so maybe they'll be more defensive, but Wolves have found out what lack of ambition costs you in the Premier League. They've been in the Premier League for a while, and every year they sell their best player, and it's caught up with them. You know, it's caught up with them, and they're going to get relegated, and they'll probably struggle to come back up. We better not be Santa Claus tomorrow. I'll be honest, I think we'll smash them. But I'm hoping we batter them. You know, I want to see us beat them like 5-0, 6, 7, 8-0. I think we can if we score early. Curtis avoiding the Gyokeres talk. We need Gyokeres therapy. Don't worry, we're going to have a section today where we talk about Gyokeres, right? I've got some paperwork. I'm going to try my best to defend him. If you watched Forever yesterday, I was defending him. I'm still defending him. I am, people. I've said some stuff about him against Villa, you know, in my player ratings. I said he played like a bricklayer. Somebody called him Johnny Bravo. Somebody said he looks like Gaia, like a street fighter. The slander was heavy in the comments. I am going to try and continue to put up a defense of Gyokeres. Yeah, I was Aubameyang's for a short period. I wanted Rashford at Arsenal. I'm going to try with Gyokeres. I'm going to try. But even I've got to admit, I'm struggling. You know, your fingerprints are on the weapon. How we're going to explain it is where I'm at right now. You know, because he ain't looking great, but I'm definitely trying. Just briefly, the Bruges game, 3-0, solid performance. Noni Madueke got man of the match. His first goal was unbelievable. What a goal. I was saying yesterday or the day before, I would say, along with Zubomendi's volley against Forest, was it Forest or Leeds Zubomendi scored that volley? Anyway, the volley from Zubi. Goal of the season for me. Trossard's was good as well. But Noni, and to me, I mean, we're going to talk about it later in the show, but should Noni Madueke be starting tomorrow? If he is starting, where is he starting? Are you playing him right wing ahead of Saka? I'm not sure about that. Do you move Saka to the left? Play Madueke on the right? Doesn't have to be permanent, but for one game. I don't know. Let me know. We'll speak about it. But that goal was unbelievable. And I think he scored a hat-trick last year against Wolves for Chelsea. So, but yeah, 2 for Madueke, 1 for Martinelli. Brilliant goal by Martinelli as well. Funny because Martinelli in general was really poor in that first half. He then scores that lovely curler into the top corner, and then he played pretty well after that. He seemed to have the better of the right back. Gabriel Jesus came back for the last 20-odd minutes, looked sharp. I've said it on this channel multiple times. I would not let Jesus go in January. I wouldn't let Waneri go. I wouldn't let anybody go in January. I would genuinely keep everybody until the end of the season. If somebody came in with a permanent offer and said, look, we'll buy Jesus off you for 20 million and take his wages, I'll do the deal. But no one's going to do that. He's on 250. He's come back from an ACL. I wouldn't loan him. I think he can be a good squad player, a good impact player. He can play on the left, can play up front, can play on the right. He looked a lot sharper than I expected. Listen, Club Bruges are not great opposition. I know we're all clinging, they drew with Barcelona, but they're not a good team. They had a couple live wires in attack, and they had some shots. I mean, people, look, you know me, I've been very reactive on this channel over the years. You guys know it. I'm not always the most balanced. But things like this, Don saying he would sell Eze in the summer. I mean, come on, man. Let me get this off the screen. Let me go back to full screen. Don, what are we doing here? Do you know the thing that baffles me with fans? All of us actually, like we all do it at times, people, is we sign players where we're not even hyped for them. We don't even particularly rate them. And we have all this patience with them, and we start acting like for example, I never wanted Havertz at this football club, and I would sell Kai Havertz. I would sell Havertz in January if I could. I'd sell him and bring in a better striker. He's had a big knee injury, a big hamstring injury. He flopped in midfield. He's okay up front, but he's missed big chances at big moments. 2-3 years we've put up with that guy. The manager pointing at him for pity penalties. I've seen Eze this season put in one of the best individual performances you've seen at Arsenal in a long time. A hat-trick against Tottenham. The manager clearly, Eze is not one of his favourites. He's not. Do the maths. He came on for 15 minutes against Liverpool. The manager called out his missed chance. 15 minutes. Do you know how many big chances I've seen Havertz miss? What are we doing here? We was all... Don, come on. Curtis Eze's 28. We have no time to wait. He's playing shy, but you got to give him time, bro. You got to give him... He joined us in August. It's December. And he doesn't play every week. He doesn't play every week. We know what's going to happen. It was as predictable as knowing it's going to rain in England. Like, yes, he signed Eze, but Odegaard's the one who's going to play attacking midfield. He's going to get put on the left or put on the bench. Are we going to get the best out of Eze? Maybe not. Maybe not. Then you've got Gyokeres. You sign a number 9, but you don't create chances for him. And now he looks awful. Do you know what I mean? I get it, he's 28. Who are you going to sell him to? Come on. Come on. They're not the guys you should be selling. Sell Havertz. Sell Jesus. Sell those guys. Do you know what I mean? Those guys have had multiple seasons here and not done what we needed. They haven't got us over the finish line. You don't get rid of Eze and Gyokeres. The thing that I agree with, and I said this the other day, there's no time for sentiment. If you get to the end of this season and Gyokeres still looks how he's looking now, you go and buy another striker. That's what you do as a big club. You don't sell him. You go, okay, we'll go and get another one and you've got a battle. You might end up on the bench. You get rid of Havertz, get rid of Jesus, go and buy another one. Eze should be starting for me. Eze should be starting. Right, couple things before the waffle arrives. And this is a long press conference, so I might end up skipping. I suppose this is a way of slowly starting my defence of Gyokeres. But we are going to have an honest conversation about him, by the way, because, listen, one thing about me, every fan has favourites in a team. And the reality of the situation is, you will defend your favourites more than the ones that you don't like, right? That's just the reality of the situation. We know that. However, a fact is a fact. You can't defend the undefendable. He is struggling. His all-round game is not as good as I expected it to be. So I'm not going to say that. The only thing I will say is that I just wanted him to come here and bag goals. I never really watched him and thought he's an unbelievable footballer. I just thought he's a bagsman. You know, he'll bag. If you look at him at the moment, he probably is more... I think Ekitike would have been more suited. I think Ekitike would have been more suited to our style of play than Gyokeres. But, come on. Where's the service? Where's the creativity? Anyway, couple of things we're going to look at. People. Martin Odegaard. 66 minutes on the pitch of Victor Gyokeres. 66 minutes. And he didn't complete one pass to Martin Odegaard. From Martin Odegaard to Gyokeres, not one pass in 66 minutes. I swear, you know, if I was Gyokeres, I walk in that changing room calmly, nice and quiet. No, don't get carried away. As soon as we get in the changing room, bang, hand around his neck, lift him up, put him against the wall. Brother, do you remember the interview when he signed and he was in the car? What do you want from Martin Odegaard? I want assists. Assists, bro. He won't even give you a short pass in the middle of the pitch. 66 minutes. A creative spark. Not one pass. I'm not saying it's all his fault, by the way. I'm not saying it's all his fault. Does Saka pass to him? Not really. I seen Saka linking up with Jesus when he came on. I don't see Saka doing that to him. Not one pass in 66 minutes. Grab him round the neck, lift him up in the changing room. Say, brother, you better pass the ball to me. Yeah, thought you man had a Scandinavian connection. Not one pass to number 14, people. Look at all his passes. 5, 16, 8, 4, 20. Not one pass to number 14. He loves that right-hand side, man, I'm telling you. He loves that right-hand side. Pass the Dutchie on the left-hand side. Oh, the God is on the right-hand side. I give it up when you're going to give Gyokeres an assist. Or when you're going to give the Glock an assist. It's mad, people. Oh, dear God is what we're calling him right now. I said it before and I said it again, right? Odegaard ain't the answer to this team. He's not. We've got a creative midfielder that doesn't create chances. It makes no sense. It makes no sense. It's like calling a builder and he ain't a builder. I thought I got you here to build me a brick wall, mate. Oh, not me, mate. I'm not a builder. No, I'm not a builder, mate. I play the piano. What the hell are you doing here? Odegaard, you're a creative midfielder. Yeah, that's right. But where's the creative chances? Nah, not me, mate. I don't create chances. I just spin around. I just spin around and make the crowd make more noise. Come on, let's be having you. Do you know what I mean? What's going on here? Delia Smith settings. Nah, man. And he'll probably ball out tomorrow, though, to be fair. Anyone can ball out against Wolves. I've got one more defence mechanism. Then you can do what you want. We'll open the doors, all you can eat restaurant. You can all run in, destroy him if you have to. But one more defence mechanism of Victor Gyokeres. I'm struggling here, by the way. I had to really search the dark depths of online stats to defend this guy. This is all I've got left. 10 starts, Victor Gyokeres. Premier League, 15 games we've played in the Premier League. 10 starts, 80% win rate with Gyokeres in the team. 40% win rate without Gyokeres in the team. So if we're going to talk facts, Remember when Rafa Benitez said facts. We are twice as good with Gyokeres in the team as we are without Gyokeres in the team. No further questions, Your Honour. Not really. I'll come back. Yeah, the goals conceded as well. He's a defensive striker, people. Do you know me? I'm somebody I don't really draw for these stats, but you know, we're under pressure right now, so I've got to go to places that I don't usually go to. 80% when he's in the team. I said the other day, by the way, if we win the league and Gyokeres scores 10 goals, will anybody be bothered? We will be sitting here going, yeah, he's a scrub, man. He only scored 10. Yeah, but you've won the league. He's more than a 9, guys. More than a 9. Factually, we are twice as good a team with Gyokeres in it than we are without it. No further questions, Your Honour. I get it, though. This fingerprints on the gun. It has to be him. Has to be him. I'm moving like CSI. Genuinely moving like, you know, was it CSI it used to be called, innit? CSI. Crime Scene Investigation, yeah. Honestly, I'm dusting down the weapon. Nah, these aren't his fingerprints, man. You've copied them. Like, he might be our dirt kite. I thought he was going to come to Arsenal and score like 25 goals a season. We might assign the Swedish dirt kite like a defensive striker. Do you know the reason I'm kind of defending him? Number one, I'm stuck because I hyped that deal up so much without truly knowing how good he was. So I have to just keep running with it. But second of all, Arteta does this to strikers, people. He does this. What did he do to Aubameyang? People was in this chat, you're Aubameyang's lawyer, he's washed, his hairline's going, he's rubbish, 350 grand, he's ripped us off. I said, is he really washed? Are you sure? What do you do at Barcelona? Won a title. Ripped it up. Man's at Marseille now. I think Oba would start for Arsenal right now at 36. Still bagging goals at Marseille. Everyone said, yeah, he's washed. Is he washed? Or is it the manager? Manager had him left wing defending. So, but yeah, right. Let's have a brief discussion about him though. I tried to defend him. I mean, listen, if he starts tomorrow and doesn't do well against Wolves, just quick sell him and get 600 coins on FIFA and start again. He needs some confidence. Strikers need goals. Strikers need opportunities. He needs a goal tomorrow, you know. My thing to every Arsenal fan at the moment is this. You've seen Havertz up front. It doesn't win us a league title. You've seen Jesus up front. It doesn't win us a league title. Those two are injury prone, by the way, as well. Mourinho up front is not going to win us a league title. So my thought process is Arsenal's best opportunity of winning a Premier League this season is to get Gyokeres in form. Whatever that form looks like, it might not be 30 goals at Sporting Lisbon form, but it might be 16, 17 goals at Arsenal form. For me now, watching Havertz or Jesus up front with Odegaard as the creative midfielder, I've seen that movie. I know how that movie ends. We always talk about it. There's a boat, there's an iceberg, and it sinks. People were messaging me the other day, oh, Jesus looks sharp, we should play him. Do you think Jesus can get through 20, 30, 40 games without getting injured? We've seen multiple purple patches of Gabriel Jesus bagging goals. Oh, he's back. Call me celebration. Next minute he's injured or he doesn't hit form or Havertz missing sitters. These guys have provided us with nothing in terms of trophies and success. They've given us nothing. I think you've got to back Gyokeres and say, let's do everything we can to get the best out of him, create chances, build your attack around him. If he's still messing up, then we can hold our hands up and say, yeah, we backed the wrong horse. He's not good enough. But do everything you can to get the best out of him. That's my argument. That's my argument. But listen, as I say, if the guy doesn't do anything, then we'll call it out, people. For me, if I'm Arsenal manager right now, my attack is Eze, Gyokeres, Saka, and at the moment you would say Trossard. Madueke can, if he can get some form together, then maybe he can challenge somewhere. But, yo, big up views with the raid, man. Appreciate that, bro. Big up yourself. But that's where I'm at, people. That's where I'm at. I think we're looking at the wrong angle. We're looking going, oh, Eze's inconsistent, Gyokeres, let them two play together and develop a partnership, and then let's see. I'm saying now, if Gyokeres starts tomorrow, he scores. If Gyokeres starts tomorrow, he scores. Then he gets going. Because we all sat here at half-time against Burnley and went, yeah, man, he's starting to gain momentum now. Then he gets injured, and the last couple of games he hasn't looked good. So if it goes well, I want you all back here saying you was right. That's all I want. Some of you in the chat are backing him as well. So if you are, respect. If it goes wrong, I will honestly hold my hands up. Yeah, I will hold my hands up. But I'm not writing him off. I'm not allowing that to happen. It's Arteta's got to get more out of him. Because I tell you now, yeah, and I'm not comparing him to Haaland because that's silly. Haaland's on a different planet. When you sign a gunman striker, build your attack around that striker. Don't make them secondary and, oh, you're in and out of the team and this, that, the other. Build your attack around him. Saka's not in great form, so should the attack be built around Saka? Saka doesn't always look fully fit. He's coming off a lot. He's not scoring a lot of goals, not getting a lot of assists. On the left, we're inconsistent. Trossard's been quite good. But I'm not sure Trossard wins you a league as the main man. He's a support act. Build your attack around the striker. Give him that faith, that confidence. You're going to play. You're going to get chances. You're going to take the penalties, and we work from there. That's what I would do. Whether Arteta will do that, who knows? For all we know, probably start Mourinho up front tomorrow and Odegaard in the 10 and we're back to square one. But that's me. You guys have got your opinion. I respect it. There's people in the chat saying he's not good enough, and I get it. I get it. Bam said Gyokeres is a space player. Pass the ball on his side so he can make a run to it, not to him directly. How many times you seen, when you used to see his goals at Lisbon, you see how many through balls he used to get. Now, don't get me wrong, in Portugal, them defences are on the halfway line. He's loving life. But have you seen anybody play a through ball to him? Like, come on. I'm still backing him. We will have that conversation soon, though, if it doesn't change. But Mourinho looks better with the same service, different kind of player. I genuinely don't think we know how to use an out-and-out 9. We look more used to having a false 9 that drops in. Because remember, Mourinho drops into space, so he's close to Odegaard, so he can't ignore it. Gyokeres wants to go the other way, away from him. And low blocks is no space. And don't get me wrong, let me just say one thing before we move on from Gyokeres, because I don't want to spend half the show talking about him. It is what it is. Gyokeres has to step up as well, by the way. I'm not babysitting this guy with all this defence of him. I'm not sitting here going, nah, Gyokeres, mate, just keep doing what you're doing, mate. It's everyone else's fault. No, sometimes you've got to take responsibility and look in the mirror as well. Say, okay, can I do more? Can I create a chance? Can I drop in? Can I take shots from distance? Does my movement have to improve? What do I have to do to get the best out of myself? So I'm looking at that as well. As somebody just said in the chat, right? Let's get one thing abundantly clear. Every single Arsenal fan pretty much wanted Alexander Isak, right? I think universally that signing would have been celebrated. He costs double the price. He's got 2 goals in 14 games. And I actually was desperate for Arsenal to get Isak. He's got 2 goals. One of them's in the EFL Cup against Southampton. Players are struggling to adapt this season. Isak is struggling. Wirtz is struggling. Xavi Simons is struggling. Mawani. A lot of guys are taking time to adapt. They're not all bad players. You know, do you think every one of them clubs right now is saying, yeah, sell him, sell Isak? No, they're going to go, hasn't worked. But you don't bin him. You've got to take time. But yeah, listen, Gyokeres has to step up as well. If he starts tomorrow, I need to see him, you know, showing a lot more. We should sign Paul Heyman. He always brings gold. Big up Toma. D said, not to be overly negative, but the lack of trust shown towards Marley was disappointing. Opened up every time we were in our half, but never got it even once. Towards Marley? Are we talking about the centre-back? Marley Salmon? Weird fan base, honestly, more interested in fighting about Gyokeres Havertz rather than objectively judging their performance. Not willing to give Gyokeres the same. And that, listen, I don't want to call people weirdos, but, you know, we gave Havertz 2 seasons. People are writing him off. The season started in August, halfway through August. So half of August, all of September, all of October, all of November. And we're like, what, a week into December, week and a half. Less than 5 months. And we've had 3 international breaks. And he's been injured for a month. He's probably played 3.5 months. And people are going, yeah, bin him. Come on, what are we doing? We put up with 2 years of Havertz stinking out the place. Come on, man. He was woeful when we signed him. And he's on bigger wages. And he'd played in the Prem. Feel like we waited 2,000 years for Jesus' return. Jesus looks sharp. I think he can offer us something as a squad player. I just don't think he'll have you know, on the back of that injury, I don't think he'll be able to start every week. But he looked hungry for a goal. Big up Joba question, why do all our players not pass to him? Is it that they don't rate him because they pass to 29 and others? Arteta is definitely not telling them not to. Is it his lack of movement? Is it that they don't? I don't know, you know. You know when he scored against Atletico Madrid, when he got them 2 sort of scruffy goals, one came off his thigh, one he almost tackled into the net. The way the boys celebrated with him, I thought they like him. You know, they like him. I heard Rice talk about him. Mosquera said something in an interview. They were saying he's a beast in training. So I'm not sure the players don't like him. I think Saka has become so used to being the man in this team. It's like he doesn't process looking for a striker. I hardly ever see Saka pass to Gyokeres. Then you look at Odegaard. Odegaard now drops so deep to get the ball. It's like he doesn't even link up with the striker. So he's not helping him enough either. You know? So Martinelli's not the most creative of wingers. Trossard is quite... I think what Gyokeres wants is Saka, Trossard, Eze. That would be the ideal 3 for him. If you can get Saka to pass the ball more as well. Masiko says, Tommy Lee Sparta, who you got? Oh, yeah, that's madness. That's madness. When is that? When is that? Curtis defending Joachim Fenwa. Tell me, man. Come on, man. Gyokeres, the inverted striker, is more than a 9, guys. Forever a gunner. Then explain to me how Jesus came on, had a shot off the crossbar, all on target by himself. Listen, again, I can't defend everything. He looked sharp. He moves around a lot. He got on the ball. The game opens up in the final 20 minutes. Again, I'm not defending everything. I would say again, how come Mourinho looks more dangerous? How come Jesus getting more chances? He has to take some responsibility as well. I'm not saying everything I can defend about Gyokeres. He hasn't looked great, but I'm not writing him off. Big up Dre, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. It was that time, man. You know what I mean? It was that time. Placing faith in Jesus, but not expecting miracles. Yeah, for sure. Big C got the cut. Yeah, man. It was that time. MSN Gyokeres plays, our wingers don't get doubled up. Yeah, I agree with that. The wingers, as I showed that stat earlier, people, we're winning 80% of games when he starts. We're only winning 40% when he doesn't start. So he's helping the team. That's for sure. The system talk is copium. Haaland scores because he can 1v1 the likes of Saliba. Gyokeres can't get past Saliba in his dreams. Harsh. Salman literally looked like a fish out of water. He's only 16, man. Give him time, man. Big C, I think we are babysitting this guy too much. He's supposed to be world class. Havertz, we know, is ish. Gyokeres, we expect more. Yeah, I do agree with that. As I said, two things can be right in the same scenario. Are we helping him enough? No. But is he doing enough? Maybe not either. Maybe not. So two things can be true at the same time. You know, I respect that. I respect that, man. Right, we'll move on from Gyokeres because I've got a feeling we will be talking about him a lot tomorrow as well. Is he going to start tomorrow? I hope he does. I hope he starts tomorrow, but you just don't know. I'm thinking Mourinho. Nah, surely, man. If he doesn't start Gyokeres tomorrow, then it ain't good for him. You've got to start your main striker. You're playing bottom of the league. He's had a couple games back to get fit. You know, you've got to play him. You've got to play him. But anyway, we'll move on from that. I'm sure we'll be talking about Gyokeres. If he scores tomorrow, we'll settle down. And then we got a week off midweek. Where should we go? Should we just get it out of the way? It's that time, people. I don't blame you if you leave the chat right now. It's about to get painful. It's that time, people. Mickey Ross, the boss. My music. And this is a long press conference, so I'm going to be skipping. I'm sorry. I looked at it before I went and I thought, nah, that ain't for me. You know what I mean? There's pages of questions. So we'll go through them quickly. We just want to know. To be honest, we can say what he's going. We already know what he's going to say. How is this player? Oh, we have another training session this afternoon, guys. I cannot give you an answer, guys. Okay. How about this player? Yeah, he has to evolve. Evolve. Transmit. And then that'll be about the end of it, people, to be honest. Pokemon settings, Charizard settings. On Saliba, we have to wait and see. Yesterday, we didn't train. We have an extra day between this afternoon. Let's see if he can be available or not. It remains the same. If you ask me for the Everton game, which is next weekend, I think he will be fit. For tomorrow, I don't know. Let's be honest. The guy's been out for, what, 3 or 4 weeks? Hasn't trained. Should he really be playing tomorrow? Probably not, to be honest. Probably not. Even if he does train this afternoon, I wouldn't play him. Yeah, I'd rather play Norgard centre-back. So, rather than risking Saliba against Wolves. You know what I mean? On Urian Timber, again, depends how he feels today. It was a knock. Knock is the new thing now. Anyone who gets injured, it's a knock. Knock. Who's there? Mikel who? Mikel PR settings Arteta. Okay, fair enough. Somebody said it the other day. Days are weeks, weeks are months, months are Tomiyasu. You know what I mean? That's how it is. Oh, matter of days, guys. Mikel, we haven't seen him for 4 weeks. Yeah, I did say days, guys. 28 days, guys. So, yeah. Training this afternoon. He ain't telling us anything, is he? To be honest. We might as well skip the whole press conference. On Declan Rice, let's see how he is today. He was ill. That's an illness. Normally, a few days it gets resolved. We have to wait and see. Trossard, again, another one. It's a matter of days. It sounds boring. Yeah, it is boring, but it's the reality. We don't know. On keeping the momentum after midweek, for sure after a defeat, you put it right straight away. I'm actually going to skip the whole press conference. I'm just going to read a few lines. I'm facing a Wolves team without a win. Yeah, they're rubbish. We should smash them. I wish managers could come out and talk like that. Mikel, how do you feel about facing Wolves tomorrow? Well, I've watched them a few times, and they are really poor. We should at least 4-0, guys. Yeah, I'm going to rotate because even me and the coaching staff believed that we could play and we would still beat them, guys. Me up front, Nicolas Jover on the wing, and Airpod Albert at left wing back. We would still beat them, guys. We would still beat them. Nah, you can't talk like that. But yeah, imagine just being a cold manager. Like, yeah, how do you feel about facing Wolves tomorrow? I haven't won a game. I mean, to be honest, yeah, if we can't beat them, there's no point even being in a title race. I've told the boys minimum 3-0 or you're training tomorrow. And I said to Gyokeres, if you can't score against these lot, you might as well catch a flight back to Lisbon because we're loaning you back to sport until the end of the season. Yeah, no further questions. You know what I mean? Imagine just moving like that. It'd be crazy, wouldn't it? That's why I used to like Mourinho, He was brutal. He was brutal. But people don't understand. Mourinho named his team the day before a game. He sat in a press conference and named his team. Man just said, yeah, he's in goal, he's at right back, he's at left back, and walked out of the press conference. I said, this guy's a lunatic. Imagine doing press conference reaction to early 2000s Mourinho. I'd be loving it. Instead, we got this waffle. If any Premier League match, especially against a team that is fighting against results, I know the manager really well, how he's going to push and get the players ready to cause a shock. On if we have to beat Wolves to win the league, you're going to have over 90 points probably to win it. I think less this season, to be honest. I don't think you are. I mean, you look at last season, 84 points won the league. I think it will be similar. I don't think you are going to need 90 points. Mourinho is an OG. Kids won't get it. A lot of Arsenal fans can't stand him because he dissed Wenger, but I just think he's a great personality. I'm winning 2 of the last 5 in the league. Yeah, that is stinky form. Hopefully tomorrow we'll change that and then it will be different in the form table. And the last one, we are the best. We try and win every game. On the Opta supercomputer, making us favourites to win the league. Who is asking these questions, man? Imagine going in. Hi, Mikel. Yeah, I simmed a whole season yesterday on EAFC. And you managed to win the league title and Gyokeres scored 34 goals. What do you think about that? Nothing. Don't think anything about it. An Opta supercomputer. The only thing we can do is increase the probability. What a silly question. They went university for this. On guarding against complacency, showing them our players, the team that they are, the game they had against Villa a few weeks ago, and understand that a team in that position have to react and show their teeth. You got to show your teeth now, guys. He's a dentist, guys. To be fair, you want to pull your teeth out listening to this. Supercomputer is a top gooner, definitely. The supercomputer is definitely being ran by an Arteta fan or a fanboy. On more open play goals in recent matches, this is football. It has waves. You try and wave after wave, wave after wave. They're slowly drifting. He's a surfer now, guys. You try to analyze the last 5 games or 10 games. That sample is that small that you get very, very confused. I can't, guys, I was trying to look at the form of the last 5 games and now I feel dizzy. I feel dizzy, people. You can't look at the last 5. At the end, even 40 games is not enough to have a sample of what your team looks like because it's too small. So a whole 38-game season, you cannot judge us off a 38-game season, guys. It's too small, guys. I need 4,000 games, guys. After 4,000 games, you can make a judgment of me, guys. But 40 games, a league season, is not enough. It's too small, guys. It's too small a sample size, guys. The fact that we have the resources to score from various positions with different players, it's a great thing. Basically, I'll translate it from waffle to plain English. We are not scoring goals from set pieces because Gabriel Magalhaes is injured. There you go. There's Google Translate. Guys, we cannot score from set pieces because Declan Rice crossing the ball and Gabriel Magalhaes heading it in is not happening now because he is injured, guys. And nobody else can win the headers, guys. So we do not score from set pieces anymore, guys. We haven't seen Nicolas Jover for weeks, have we? You noticed he doesn't stand up for corners anymore because he knows we're not scoring. He knows we're not scoring, so Jover's just sitting down in silence. He's like, no point me standing up, mate. No one can head it in. I'll stand up when Gabriel's back. Oh, the supercomputer, guys. The most attacking computer in the world, guys. The most attacking computer in the world. But you need a bigger sample size, guys. 40 games is not enough, guys. It's not enough. 4,000 games at least, guys. 4,000 games. Anyway, let's skip through. Let's skip through the waffle. How to watch Arsenal v Wolves live on TV. 8 o'clock kickoff tomorrow night. I'll be live 7 p.m. On Gabriel Jesus returning and fighting for his spot. We know his quality, a player who's given us so much. He comes with energy that he came with the other day. He's certainly a player who has to be pushing and aiming for that. If his side are getting enough credit. Oh, Michele, your side getting enough credit. Ooh, I feel sorry for you. You're not getting complimented enough. I don't know. That's not for me to judge. We're in a very strong position in the three competitions we've been involved in. That's what we have to continue to do. I tell you what, Michele, right? Because some people will say I'm being harsh in the chat. You win these competitions, you will get the credit. It's as simple as that. It's as simple as that. Imagine your mum gives you a list, says, go to the shop, get me everything on that list, right? And you pick everything up, right? I need some milk, need some bread, I need some washing detergent, I need this. It's all in the basket. You've got the money. You walk into the counter and you put the basket down and you walk out and you come home and give your mum the money back. And she goes, yo, where's the groceries? You go, listen, for 3/4 of the time I was in that shop, I had everything in the basket. Everything looked good. Yeah, I had the detergent, the milk, everything. And then just towards the end, we weren't quite ready to pay for it. There was a big queue and I felt we'll leave it. But trust the process. Brother, you better, come here. Start chasing, Oh, guys, the most attacking basket in the supermarket, guys. Next time. Nyamin waffles, sipping syrup. With wolves we dance after a Bruges romance, serenaded by that man music. Big up Elliot Roberts, Mr. Merch himself. Do you know what I mean? Win the damn thing. How did sports day go, son? Oh, I came 7th, but I was winning for the first 10 metres. Well, what about the last 90 metres? Yeah, Timmy in double maths, he's too quick. He's too fast. All right, go to your room. Yeah, but what about dinner? Go to your room. I was winning. I had a great start. Yeah, but you came 7th out of 8. Yeah, not good enough. Yeah, but I still got a medal for participating. Yeah, throw it in the bin. Throw it in the bin. You don't deserve a medal. You win or you lose. It's the harsh reality, people. I'm telling you. You're siding up. Yeah, he said leave other people to judge. On Norgard playing centre-back, I think that comes to the mentality of the players, the intelligence of a player like Christian, how to fulfill that role. In the morning, you tell him, surprisingly, that he needs to play in that position because we don't have any other player to play in there. I mean, first of all, yeah. Mikel, man, come on. What are you doing here, man? What are you doing? Can I say 2 things here, Mikel? You don't tell Christian Norgard, listen, Christian, basically, can you play centre-back? Because I've got no one else to play there, mate. We're down to the absolute bare bones. So we're going to have to put you in there, you little scrub. There's no way I could put you in midfield because I've watched you in training. You're nowhere near as good as Zubimendi and Rice. To be honest, I'm not sure why we paid the 13 million to Brentford. But I've got no one at centre-back. It's literally you, Nicolas Jova, or Win the dog. Win ain't come back from the walk yet, and I ain't seen Nicolas Jova since Gabriel's been injured. So we got to play you, mate. We're gonna have to play you. Don't want to, but I've got no choice, and we are paying you 60 grand a week. So do me a job. That doesn't fill him with confidence. Also, you do have Marley Salmon on the bench, so you're saying no one else. You do have a young player. I told you this Cone man don't mess around. He throws all sorts of dissers in the press conference. Norgard dish, track 5. Cone Man Music, part 4. And if he's enjoying this season, he said, I do enjoy it a lot because of the people that are around us, how we live and work together. Oh, you live together? No, work together, I'm joking. Obviously, winning a lot helps because it's a different profession when you win or you lose. I feel privileged. Win the trophies, Mikel. And if he can win the quadruple. Ah, dear. We're going to need red stripe crates of it. They asked him about the quad. No one's in, by the way. I wonder what the neighbour thinks. I just start randomly shouting out about red stripe. No one's in the house apart from me. I'm just shouting out for red stripe, but it's part of the show now. I have to do it. Bring crates of it. Mikel, do you think you can win the quad? Quad. The only quad he's got, mate, is the one at the top of his leg. You know what I mean? The quad. That's the only quad man's got. Man ain't winning no. What kind of quad? What kind of quad? Quad bike? Can I an apple? Nah, man. You know what I mean, Dre? Quadricep. That's the only quad man's getting. Or a quad bike in Iron Apple. Or Ibiza. Mikel, do you think you can win the quad? Next question. It's only the 3 points tomorrow. I think that's enough for the supercomputer in my mind. I used to love going Iron Apple. We'd all hire quad bikes, this, that, the other. Oh, Mikel, do you think you can win the quad? Probably not. Next question. Supercomputer says you can, though. Well, then it must be true. Oh, Victor Gyokeres, here we go. On Victor Gyokeres and the club adapting to his style. I think that two things have to emerge. I think we have to put the player in the best possible condition to explode and fulfill his potential. Then there are certain things that within the role, in the manner that we play, has to be fulfilled. That's a combination of both. Then it's not only that, I think more importantly is the connections and the players around him at the end, those interactions, that understanding how it develops. Before the injury, I think he was in a great place. It took him a while at the beginning. It's a different league, different demands. He had no pre-season. Now he's starting to get momentum. The goals will come, and we're going to be very pleased with him. Unbelievable moment. I actually agree with a lot of what he just said because I am defending Gyokeres. I wish somebody would have said, hi, Mikel. Victor Gyokeres, couldn't even get his name out. Victor Gyokeres. Martin Odegaard didn't pass the ball to him once in 66 minutes against Club Brugge, despite being your captain and creative midfielder. Is that a worry for you? And do you think maybe Eze is the creative midfielder you should turn to? What's that? Oh, you need to have a word with me outside. Okay, no problem. Is this the Bavs thing again? That's what they'd probably say if I asked that question. Can we have a quick word? Yeah, no problem. No, but outside. Okay, then. He just grabs your arm and just softly escorts you out of the room. Get him out. Get him out. On having a week with no midweek match. 3 things. Make sure we can give rest to players mentally and physically, then start to reactivate the body, start to work on things you don't have time to be in the best condition. Any fresh injuries from Wednesday? No. On that Saliba issue. Oh, on what Saliba's issue was. It was something quite small. It came from an ankle injury. What was it, Mikel? The ankle injury. Here we go. Now, why is no one asking him the next? Well, I haven't even seen the next question. The ankle injury. Because remember, he got an ankle injury against Liverpool and you played him. You played him on that ankle injury. And then a few weeks later, oh, just a knock, guys, just a knock. But it's the ankle. I wonder if is it the same ankle that he did against Liverpool? Do you regret him starting against Liverpool, Mikel, considering he received the injury pre-match? What's that? Another word outside. How many times, man? They'll be escorting you out every time, man. They wouldn't like it. So his ankles mash up. Just a knock, but he's been out for 3 or 4 weeks. If he would consider selling Gabriel Jesus. Ooh. I don't consider that, especially the situation we have right now. I think Gabriel has a lot to offer. He's proven that straight away in the first minutes he was available to be in the position again. Now the focus to be with us. On Ethan Nwaneri's attitude. What attitude, man? In the same manner that other players have to cope with this kind of situation, preparing in the best possible way, I think he's doing it. His attitude has been excellent. When he's got the chance to play, he's proved that I'm wrong. He needs to play more minutes and help the team as much as possible. Yes, he does. So play him. On him asking to play in the behind closed doors friendly, Ethan's attitude on that is exceptional. He wants to train. He wants to be outside. He wants to be in touch with that ball. In that sense, he's top. Yeah, play him then. How impressed he's been with Zubimendi. Very impressed. I know the difficulty of coming to this league, doing what he's doing immediately. You have to earn the role, and it's a different way of playing. He's been good, apart from the defending. And if you thought Zubi would need an adaptation period, yeah, I think he could prepare longer because he sort of knew that he was coming. I think that helped. It wasn't something immediate. We talked a lot. Yeah, he had the full pre-season. So he settled in a lot quicker, I would say. Yeah, put Waneri on, man. He loves Zubi and Odegaard, 100%. I'm convinced they probably have dinner at his house. And if Victor needs goals to get into fans, and you come back with a black eye, bang! Stop asking him difficult questions. And if Victor needs goals, yes, probably that's the thing that's going to unlock him. He's so used to that. I think he needs that for himself and his confidence. At the end, we're going to judge his performances on that. That's logical. For the rest, I think he's in a really good place. I think physically he's in a good place. Now he needs to start to convert the chances. The chances that he's getting. I mean, what chances, bro? But yeah, okay. He's holding him to high standards. And if Man City are back to their best, there are a lot of teams involved. We know the situation with other clubs. With City, it's always the case. You expect them to have the quality they have, the experience they have in the competition. The focus has to be on that. On Arsenal in the community celebrating 40 years. Something remarkable, amazing. The moment the club started to do that, we could have never imagined where we're going to be 40 years later. That shows where it's coming from. The consistency in doing these things is the most difficult. When a lot of people engage or jump into things for a short period, it's very difficult to be consistent. The impact the club is having in our community and a lot of people's lives are exceptional and needs a lot of praising. Well done, Arsenal community. They do good things in the community, to be fair. I know a few people who work with Arsenal in the community, but the best thing you can do for the community, Mikel, is put an Arsenal parade on where you're driving through London with a Premier League title or a Champions League. That's what I want you to do for the community. Right, focus on tomorrow's game quickly. Watch along tomorrow night, people. Yeah, no, listen, what I will say is I think definitely in the Premier League press conferences, they're probably a bit more... When you're on tour, they don't know everybody who's in the press conference. They've said the odd thing before, like, what are you going to align your questions around? But these guys, they're going to keep them in check. You know, they're not going to say much. Oh, yeah, I will be. Sunderland, Newcastle, time where Derby. We need more games like that in the Premier League. You know, 10 p.m. your time. It's true. When you look at it, Havertz wasn't scoring goals in his first season, especially when he first joined. I never heard him say, oh, we're going to judge him based off the goals he scored. Oh, guys, he offers so much to the team, guys. Curtis, why do Arsenal never get 3 p.m. kickoffs? Mainly when you play midweek. Plus, we're one of the bigger teams, so we tend to be on TV, you know? So 3 p.m. kickoffs are not often. As a content creator, 3 p.m. kickoffs are difficult for me because then I have to start searching, get on the VPN and try and find a stream, and often there's delay. You guys are in the chat telling me there's a goal before I've seen it. Then it's, you know, it's a whole situation, but it's good in terms of timing. I mean, Saturday night, 8 o'clock kickoff, man, is crazy. In certain parts of the world, some of the times must be crazy for that game. Putting myself time out, I don't have to listen to this politician waffle. Big up Gunnar Galactico. Yeah, I'm telling you, I don't blame anyone leaving the stream when I do press conference reaction. Just come back in 10 minutes. D General, also don't want to be that guy. I always had Voltemade or Ekitike as my fave strikers. Whoever gets Hendrick off Madrid is going to get serious forward. I didn't know enough about Voltemade, to be fair, so I'm not going to sit here and pretend that he was someone on my hit list. I'd seen him a few times because he was so tall, and I think they were calling him Volta Messi, so I was intrigued, but I haven't seen him enough. Ekitike I'd seen a few times, and I think people thought he was going to go to Chelsea. If you look at the window, they were after him. Then it looked like he was going to go Newcastle. Then he went Liverpool. But he is a good player, man. Are you on Mo Salah's side? Said unreasonable. Again, I think two things can be correct at the same time. Mo feels hard done by. He feels like everything I've done for the club, you're embarrassing me. You're putting me on the bench. You're not bringing me on for full games. You're trying to make me the fall guy. But Salah has to take responsibility as well and say, you're the highest paid player at the club, and he's been awful this season. The problem you've got is when you're the highest paid player, you have the most expectation. And I reckon, this is just my opinion, I reckon the people upstairs at Liverpool have probably said to Slot, let's try and ease Mo Salah out. He's on 400 grand a week. Slot's probably not liking the way he's playing. They're probably going, you know what, put him on the bench and let's see how he reacts. And what Salah's done is just played into their hands. If Salah would have kept quiet, it would have put more and more pressure on Arne Slot. They're going, you know what, if you just keep quiet for a month and Liverpool lose a few games, Slot will get the sack because all the fans will be on your side saying you've been hard done by, and then they'll get rid of him. But because you've done that interview, you've given Liverpool a reason to go, yep, there we go, get rid of him in January, and Slot will survive now. So I think he's played himself. So when you say, am I on anyone's side? I'm not on any of their sides because I'm an Arsenal fan. I don't really care, to be honest. But I think if he'd have stayed quiet, Slot would have sacked himself with doing that. The fans that were still on Slot's side, he would have lost them because they would have gone, what? You're doing that to Mo Salah? But when Salah does that interview, you've allowed Slot to go, there you go, mate, you're getting the sack. You're going to get sold in January, and Slot will be at the club longer than Salah. So I feel Salah's frustration. I get it. He's thinking after all the years, all the goals, this little fraud is making me the fall guy. But Mo should have just said, you know what, I'm going AFCON in a few weeks. Stay quiet, go AFCON. He might even be sacked by the time you come back from AFCON. Once you do that interview, you've got yourself sold. No club is going to back you over the manager. You know, so he's played himself. And because they've just beat Inter with him not in the team, Slot's going to go, there you go, look, we're better without him. So, yeah, I think Salah handled it the wrong way. He could have played it a lot better. Teta will bottle the league again with cowardice, says DiGinio. I hope he doesn't, man, because I'll be going mental. I really will. Right, just quickly, big up to everyone locked in. 2,000 of you tuned in. Did you prefer playing under the lights or early? I loved evening games, bro. Love evening games. I don't know what it is. Playing under the lights is unique. You know, I love night games, man. I like day games like 3 o'clock. Early kickoffs, horrible. Horrible. Don't like early kickoffs. Only played a few because in the lower leagues didn't do them that often. But yeah, man, 12:30 kickoffs just didn't like them. But night games, man. You guys know, I'm sure you guys have played football at certain levels. Games under the lights, brilliant, man. They're just different feeling. Wow, I was panicking then. I was thinking, how come Liverpool are top? I'm on the wrong year. There we go, 25-26. Liverpool not even in the top 5. Not even on. Oh, they're on page 1. Liverpool on page 1. Guys, let me tell you something. Oh, guys, if we do not beat this team on Monday, when you search for this channel, it may not be here. It might be a different name. I might be a basketball channel. I might be a gaming channel. If we don't beat these lot, we will. No, let's not even think about it. Let's not do that. I've predicted 4-0. If we score early, I think it could be more. But I think Wolves will park the bus, the train station, the airport, everything. I don't think they'll attack. I think they'll completely sit back because if he tries to attack, we are going to beat them about 6 or 7-0. They can't attack us. The only hope they've got is put 11 players behind the ball and frustrate the living daylights out of us. That's the only thing they can do. That's the only thing they can do. If they don't do that, they're getting smoked. They're getting smoked. I'm going 4-0 minimum, but if we're 2-0 up at half time, I think we could give them an absolute beatdown. See you in the NBA, I'm telling you. I might even have an American accent. Would you take a draw? Bro, take a draw. If we draw with them, I'm protesting outside the stadium by myself on Monday. We'll beat them. We'll beat them. They are absolutely woeful. 8 goals scored, the lowest in the league. 33 conceded in 15 games. The most in the league. So they've got the worst attack and the worst defence. 2 draws, 13 defeats, no wins. Arteta might feel a bit of pressure, you know. We have to win. Man City go to Palace. What time is that Man City game? It's on. Is it Super Sunday? 2 o'clock on Sunday. Might even do an op along for that, you know. Mateta and them, man. Eddie and Ketia. They did all right against Liverpool. So, obviously, if we win, we will be back to 5 points clear of City. Villa are at West Ham. One-man protest, I'm telling you. No, we'll be good, man. We'll be good. We'll be good. Right, let's pick a lineup. Have Palace got injuries? Yeah, they'll get smoked then. And Palace played last night as well. You're lying. No Mateta. Is Mateta injured? Because I need to know, because I think Mateta's in my FPL. Is Mateta injured, people? Number one, if Mateta's injured, get him out your FPL. Number two, I'm not doing a watch-along if Mateta's not playing. They are not beating Man City with Eddie and Ketia up front. Oliver Glasner hopes that Mateta and Sarr will be available for this weekend. He said it looks good right now, but Munoz is out for 4 to 6 weeks. Okay, so there's a chance he needs to play. He didn't play yesterday. Munoz is a good player as well, man. Hopefully he plays, man. Even if he's on the bench, they're in trouble. Right, what team would we pick? This is difficult, by the way, because Timber didn't play. Trossard, Saliba. I'm just going to assume none of them are available. The second question as well, really, is I probably wouldn't play Declan Rice again, you know. Even if he's over the cold, I think I'd leave him out. I think I'd leave him out. I play Norgard centre-back. Christian Norgard. I play Norgard. In fact, it'd be on that side. I'll play Nkapie. What is going on here? Why is he going on the right side? Apologies, I'm having a stinker here. Piero Nkapie. Nkapie on the left. Norgard. I'm not being funny. I'll be disappointed if they have a shot on target. Calafiori's out, so Skelly goes in at left back. And Ben White's going to have to play again. He's probably... he could be in the red as well. That'll be my back four. Piero Paulista. I'm telling you now, people, I want an attacking from midfield. You do not need to play two DMs against them. Zubi, handle that by yourself, bro. Yeah? Lone DM. Declan Rice, no, no, no. Not for me. I'm playing Eze. I mean, I'm thinking he's going to play Odegaard, isn't he? In my head, honestly, I was picking Eze and Ethan Nwaneri. Timber didn't play, did he? He's out with a knock, so I wouldn't play him. If anyone's borderline, I wouldn't play them. If it was me, I'll play Ethan. I don't think Ethan's even on this website. No. Arteta's probably called them, said, no, don't put him on there. He's going to play Odegaard, let's be real. I mean, if he doesn't play well against these, what's the point? What is the point? I'm thinking about the front line. I feel like, on one hand, Noni deserves to start. But then, do you use it as a game to try and play Saka back into form? I'm assuming Trossard's not fit. What would you... do you know what? I might give Noni the start, you know. You've got... Oh, I don't like Noni on the left. Or do you want Saka stat padding? That's a good point, isn't it? Again, you need Saka firing to win a league. Is Noni going to win you a title? Do you play them both? Could you play Saka on the left? I wouldn't mind seeing that. Because, you know, if Saka plays on the left, he can't be as greedy. Because all he can do really is cross the ball with his left foot. He won't do this, by the way. He'd never do that. But I'm just thinking, he's going to play Martinelli. He's going to play Martinelli. Start Saka, they're going to sit back. Remember, Noni got a hat-trick against Wolves last year for Chelsea. Let's think about what Arteta's going to do then. Let's be honest. I always say, if Saka can walk, he will start a game of football under this manager. Would he put Noni on the left? But then Martinelli's just scored. But I would play Saka on the left. I don't think Noni's good on the left. And then you've got Marino as well. If Marino's starting up front tomorrow, it's an absolute disgrace. Honestly, man, you've got to give Gyokeres this game. You've got to. He needs it. You do not need to play 2 DM. So I don't think you need Declan Rice playing, even if he's back. Jesus, I wouldn't start. I'd use it as an opportunity, give him another 25, 30 minutes. He's been out for so long. I think you've got to play him into form. Eze, will Eze play? I hope he does. It wouldn't surprise me if Marino was in midfield. I wouldn't start Jesus yet. He's been out for too long. He will probably not play Eze. I think he's mad with Eze from that Aston Villa game. He didn't even come on midweek. I wouldn't be surprised if he picked that midfield again, what he played against Club Brugge. To be honest, I think it's clear. We ain't got a clue what he's going to pick. You know, there's so many options. Martinelli's just scored on the left. He'd probably play Martinelli on the left. So who knows? I got no idea. Could he give Kepa a game tomorrow? Gunnar Galactico said, like the video, guys. Like the video, guys. I would like to see Ethan Nwaneri start tomorrow. I would play Zubamendi, Eze, Ethan Nwaneri. 2 10s. That's what I would play. I would play Saka on the left. I play Noni Madueke on the right. I play Gyokeres up front. That's what I would do. Saka down the left would just cross it. Madueke runs past people. And that's what I would go for. But I don't think he will. I don't think Eze will start tomorrow. I think he'll be on the bench. I think Arteta's really annoyed with him. But it's good that options are coming back. And listen, that's Trossard, Saliba, Timber, and Rice. All 4 of them might be coming back as well. So we got options, guys. We have options, guys. People, thank you very much for tuning in. Is anyone live? Troops has just gone live. Okay, we will redirect to the trooper. Hit troops with a Curtis raid, C unit raid, all of that good stuff. I will be back tomorrow, 7 p.m. for an 8 p.m. kickoff against Wolves. It should be an all-you-can-eat restaurant, let's be honest. And yeah, if Mateta's playing, then we might do an op-along for Palace against Man City on Sunday. Because I think they can trouble City. I think they can trouble City if Mateta and them are playing. Big up to everyone locked in. Appreciate your support. Hit the like button and subscribe. And I will see you all tomorrow, people. Bless.